Hey guys, Breakfast here, back to our video. So in today's video, I'm gonna show you everything about how to make a full G-house track from an empty project to a full banger in just a few steps. So every part is built off each other, so make sure to watch to the end. To give you some more context, I needed to make a demo track for the new bass house pack that just dropped. So all the sounds we'll be using in this track are from the pack. So if you want to check the pack out, it's linked down below. So without further ado, let's dive into the first step, the G-house vocal. So let's start off with the vocal. We'll be using one from the new pack, so let's go over a few vocals.
Bust it down, don't hold back.
So
level
for
up,
example,
go
this
get
one.
that. Bust it down, don't hold back. Cook something for a G in the trap house. Cook something for a G on the block now.
There's a lot of those typical G-house vocals, but in this video we're gonna use this one.
Rosé bottles popping.
Just drag and drop. We also have pitch down versions.
Rosé bottles popping. I'm just saying.
We're gonna add both to them, just to get a really thick layer of vocals. So then we need to get a volume right. The original vocal gonna be quite higher in volume, and pitch down gonna be lower, just to add some more body to the sound. Together sounding like this.
Rosé bottles popping. I'm just saying. Club is filled with models.
So now we need to mix it. We got both vocals on the same channel, so we're gonna start off with this endless smell.
Rosé bottles popping.
Giving this effect is way too much. We're gonna use it at around 30%.
Don't be hating.
Just as kind of reverb delay.
And I'm
It's kind of effect, so
I just bought the bar.
then we cut out the lows
Rosé bottles
and dipped it just around here.
Club is filled with models. Don't be
And we have endless
hating.
smell for some more
I
automations
just
in the
bought
build
the
up.
bar.
So besides that, we're gonna tweak the vocal a little bit, pitch it down one semitone, because I think it would be dope to have a
Rosé
more
bottles
darker
popping.
vibe.
I'm just saying. Club is filled with
That's perfect. So now we're gonna dive into resound. So let's start with a new Serum. We'll be using a reese bass from the pack, sounding like this. So now let's start off with a reese bass. We're gonna starting on the root note, sounding like this.
Rosé bottles popping. I'm just
Let it play for
Rosé
2
bottles
bars.
popping. I'm just saying.
We're gonna go up one semitone.
Rosé bottles popping.
That really
I'm
gives
just
dark
saying.
side to it.
Club is filled with models.
Then we're gonna go up some more.
Rosé bottles popping. I'm just saying. Club is filled with models. Don't be hating. I just bought the Rosé bottles popping. I'm just saying. Club is filled with models. Don't be hating.
Yeah, that's perfect. Let's copy it over and make a little reese fill at the end of the bar, sounding like this.
I'm paying. I just bought the
Yeah, that's dope. So then we're gonna automate a macro, giving this effect. So create an animation clip. And then just randomly let it open up and close down.
Rosé bottles popping. I'm just saying. Club is filled with models. Don't be hating.
For example,
Rosé bottles
just like
popping.
this.
I'm just saying. Club is filled with models. Don't be hating. I just bought the bar.
So now we're gonna layer the resound just to picken it up some more. So we'll be using the Serum. And select another reese bass from that pack. Sounding like this. Just copy it over. And a low cut to the sounds. And another reverb. Sounding like this. So together with the other bass, it sounds like this.
Rosé bottles popping. I'm just saying. Club is filled with models. Don't be hating. I just bought the bar and I'm paying. I just bought the bar. I'm paying.
So that will be the foundation of the breakdown. Now we're gonna make a quick build up and start off with the drop. So let's head over to the build up. So for the build up, I just added a few snare build ups from the pack. Like this one. And this one. Little sweep transition. And a riser. So we also loop the vocal.
Bang, bang, bang,
Bang,
bang, bang, bang, bang,
shorter
bang.
one, and a pre-drop.
I'm bang.
And we made the reeds a steady note. So we also got a lot of animations, cutting out the lows and the smells and the build-up, all that kind of stuff. So together the quick build-up sounds like this.
I'm bang.
So let's not waste any time. Let's straight dive into the drop. So let's start off with the drop bass. We got this preset. Let's select a preset from the pack. So we'll be using this one. It's a kind of 808-ish kind of bass. I think it will sound dope in the G-house track. So actually let's start off on the 5th note. On E sharp. Then go to the dissonant note. And then back to the root, sounding like this. It's a really dark vibe. We use the same kind of principle with the reed bass, so let's build on this. So let's make it to a 4-bar loop with few variations. Just like this. This will be the foundation, so now we're gonna mix it. First make sure to have the mono. Then recompress it because it's quite loud. I thought the highs were a bit too much, so we dipped it. And of course we sidechained it. So now we're gonna layer the sound with another bass. Gonna in a preset. So we'll be using this one has a little bit more harmonics in the high end. So let's copy over the MIDI. Sounding like this. Of course we need to mix it because we're not gonna have any lows in this one, so first I cut it out the lows. Then a little bit of compression. Quite enough delay, reverb. To really make it stand out. To really fit it up. Then again make sure to cut out the lows and sidechain it. Together sounding like this. Which is a really dope vibe in my opinion, so that's the foundation of the bass. Now we're gonna make it a little bit more interesting with other bass layers. So first I added this step. Just around here. Sounding like this. Then I added this sound. It's a reverse sound. So I placed it at the end of the bar. Sounding like this. And to finish it off, I added this sound. It's a really dope FM sound, so I added it at the end of the bar. Altogether, the bass sounds like this.
Bang.
So that's it for the bass sound. Now we're gonna dive into the drums. So now let's continue with the drums. So we'll be using this kick drum. It's kind of taggy kick drums. So we just add a simple kick rhythm.
Bang.
Sounding like this. So then we're gonna add a clap to it.
Bang.
Then I added this clap, but not just like a regular one, but just like this. To really add some more groove to it. It really gives a dope effect. Really add some more to the sound. Then I added this hi-hat to it. It's quite a short open hi-hat. We'll be using this one in the first part of the drop, and then in the second part we're gonna layer it with a bigger open hi-hat. But for now, just keep it like this. There's already quite a groove going on, but we're gonna add a snare sound to it. So I added 2 snares. This one and this one. Slightly off the grid as well, as you can see. So this one's just before an open net. This one just after. Sounding like this. So that will be the groove of the first part of the drop. Now we're gonna add an open hi-hat to the second part, which will be this one. So together all the drums sounds like this. It's quite taggy. It's really dope, I think. So that's it for the drums. However, I added this snare to it as well. It's quite common to have a snare roll in the drop. I already transitioned it to the first and second part of the drop, so that's it for drums. Now we're gonna work on the lead sounds. So now we're gonna start with lead sounds. We're gonna add quite a few to them. So first we're gonna make a fill with a bass melody. So open a new Serum. We'll be using this lead from the pack. Quite a dope sine lead. Then just copy over the first notes of the bass. Sounding like this. Then I cut it out the lows. Add a reverb to it. Delay. And again, make sure to get rid of the lows. Sounding like this. So then I copy the Serum and added this preset. It's really dope sound. I did the same melody wise and mixing wise, sounding like this. And I added it to the second time the bass is playing. So in between those sounds, I added another preset. This one. It's a steady note, so just play the D sharp. Just like this. It's quite a dope preset, so when it's done playing, the reverb is opening up. You have a really nice fade out effect. So then for the last synth, I duplicated this one and simply made it 1 bar longer, sounding like this. Let's combine it with the snares. Giving quite a dope effect, so that's it for lead sounds. Now we're gonna raise the track and the vocal to the drop sound. So let's hop over to that part. So now let's work on the drop vocal. We're gonna cut it up in the first part.
I'm paying. Rose bottles popping. I'm just saying. Rose bottles popping. Bottles.
Let's call this bottles part.
Bottles popping.
Just a
bottles
guess.
popping. I'm just saying. Club is filled with my hate. I'm just saying.
Then the just saying part is gonna be
I'm just saying.
around here.
I'm just saying. Club is filled with models. I'm just saying. Club is filled with models. Club is filled.
Just slice it up.
Club is. Club is. Club is. Club is filled with models. Club is filled with models. Don't be hating. I just bought the bar and I'm paying.
And then cut it just a guess.
Don't be hating. Club is.
And that's it for the first part of vocal.
Don't be hating. I'm paying.
Then just drop it in. The second part will drop. Just a complete vocal sounding like this.
Filled with models. Don't be hating. I'm paying. Rose bottles popping. I'm just saying. Club is filled with models. Don't be hating.
And that's just it for the full G-house track, so we will listen to the final result in a minute. But first, if you like the video, please leave a like, and if you want to check the pack out, it's linked below. So now let's check out the final result.
Rose bottles popping. I'm just saying. Club is filled with models. Don't be hating. I just bought the bar and I'm paying. I just bought the bar. I'm paying.